So I was going to change my rear brakes, and I try to get this in. This is a 22 Ford Maverick. I try to get it in service mode to change the brakes. They said you got to, or you got to use a scan tool. But there's a way to do it according to the workshop manual. But anyways, I couldn't get it to work. It would never go into it, or didn't show it was in it. See, there's two prongs in here. This is what I did, and I unhooked that connector. And two prongs is positive and negative. You know, you can hook it either way. It's not going to hurt nothing. One way pushes the piston out. One way pulls it in. Now, when you get it where it's pulling it all the way in, you just let it keep going until it gets to the, until it's all the way in, and then you can take this and you can leave the old pads on the rotor. But leave the old pads on the rotor. They're not on here right now, but you stick it up here with the old pads, and then you take your screwdriver, and then you just stick it up in here like this with the pads on. With the pads on here now. You don't do it without it. But once you do that, you just, with slight pressure, it pushes that piston all the way back. No problem. The reason why they want you to put it in service mode, because you can't push the piston back because that motor's up against it. And if you try to force it, it can bust the motor. We can strip it out. The gear, the gear that goes in and out in there. But you can unhook this connector, do it the way I did it. I don't know how it's going to work when I put it back together, but I'm fitting to find out. If it don't work, I add to the video. There you go. 22 Ford Maverick, rear parking brake.